All right, we're trying to get this set up, and then we'll get this thing rolling. Okay, there's that. Got that up. And we got that up. How you doing, Bocce? Trying to get this thing set up. Okay, got that muted. And wait for some people to get in here. Let's see here. So was it hot out there today, Bocce? Oh boy. What the hell did I do? How you doing, Crystal Lynn? How hot was it out there today, Bocce? 80s? Damn. Think it was in the 70s here. It wasn't too bad. Let's see here. Yeah, it's 67 now in the evening. Yeah, it was just a little over 70. Bama Mud Mowers, how you doing? I hope you're doing good. But we had a breeze. It kept things cool. Okay. So how's Doug doing? How you doing, Ben's workshop? I wasn't sure if I was going to do a live or not. Sandy didn't put one up, so I had to figure it out myself. Pretty bored sitting here. Doing great. That's real good. And we got Ed in the basement. How you doing, Ed?
I'm having a sneezing fit right this second.
Having a sneezing fit.
Yeah.
Oh Lordy.
That's why I'm late.
There's Ken Bates. How you doing? Yeah, I got tired of sitting here, and I was like, well, I'm going to do a live stream. But Sandy never set one up, so I was trying to figure out how to do it. How you doing, Junkyard? It's pretty bored sitting around here. How you doing, Thomas? Good to see you.
Crystal, hi Brachi, hi Junkyard, hi Ben, hi Bama, hi Ken, hi Junkyard.
Ed must be allergic to Mark. That could be, Bocce. Could very well be. So what'd you get done today? Anything?
Uh, I cleaned up the shop a bunch. Went to the grocery store.
Uh-huh.
Started getting a bunch of the water off that collapsed tarp shed thing.
So just tied it up in a big old rope ball and pulled it out with your truck.
There's too much stuff underneath of it.
Mm. So you didn't get a chance to get any of it out then?
No.
So what are you going to do? You're going to add on, or you're going to get one of them big buildings?
I'm first going to get an estimate for my roof again. See if I can get a cheaper price than what the last guy gave me. And depending on what that price is, more than likely I'm just going to add on to the side of my garage, about 12 or 14 feet out, the full width of the side there, or full length of the side.
Is it going to be solid, or are you going to have a garage door on it?
I'll have probably barn doors for now at the one end, because it's just going to have a gravel floor. It'll probably just have barn doors at the one end facing the driveway, and then eventually down the road I'll end up concreting it and putting a garage door in it and all that.
So then that'll be a separate separate building by itself, you won't cut a hole in the garage so that nobody can get into the garage.
Yeah, I won't. No, it'll just be cold storage.
Right. And there's Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
How's it
you
going?
know you made a really hard choice just now.
Why is that?
Watch you or go back and watch some more Sesnick. I couldn't figure out which one to do.
Hey, Sesnick's been pretty good, hasn't he?
I like that guy.
Yeah, he's pretty good fella. And there's Daryl. How you doing, Daryl?
Hey, too.
And
Hey, there's Nate.
Yep. Yeah, I was just sitting around here bored, not being able to do nothing. So we got to get that motor fired up and get it down in the chassis.
Well, I was going to talk to you about that. I need to come down and get the intake and carburetor,
Yep.
flywheel, valve covers, and starter.
And you need rear end and all the gears to put it together.
Hey, junkyard.
Well, we got to get it fired first.
That's going to be the easy part.
The only thing I seen today, looking at it, and I didn't notice it until right now, is where that starter bolts on.
Right.
They welded a 3/16 or so aluminum plate there.
So you may have to open it up and tap it.
Well, there's already holes there.
Okay.
But that's going to move your starter 3/16 of an inch away from your flywheel.
Well, that was the part that was going to be a starter cart, so we would not need a starter.
Right. So, I don't know.
Which I do have the 8-in Ford starter laying here. All we have to do is put a pulley on it. Because I have the front counterweight with the V-belt part in it for the starter cart. I got pieces, parts laying everywhere.
Yeah, but the other thing while I was cleaning the shop today, I started thinking and started looking at that engine. I was half afraid I put the heads on wrong.
I watched the video and I am about 190% sure that you got the left on the right.
Not if the exhaust bolts up to the right side, like I held it up there.
Well, just remember the exhaust is going to come out the back. Carburetor is going to be out in front.
Right.
When I was looking at it, I was thinking them heads need to be flopped.
Yeah, the exhaust is on the flywheel side.
Yes.
That's the way it is, I believe.
Carburetor on counterbalance side.
Right.
I don't have that problem. I only got one head.
Yeah. Well, you don't have a reverse drive motor either. Everything in this motor is backwards. It's flipped around.
Well, I flipped the mower deck around today, put it up on blocks. I pulled the tensioner pulleys off it.
Mm-hmm.
Let the spring off. I look at them. It's let me unbolt these and see how they turn. They turn, but you can feel it's like they got rough spots in them. So I said, well, I'm going to get 2 new ones.
Right.
So I came in here, punched up service parts, and I said, wait a minute. I went back out in the garage. I looked around. I said, here we are. There's the extra 2 that he sent me.
Right.
So I figured I'll go get new bolts tomorrow. Actually, wait till Monday. I'm going to put stainless bolts in that so they don't rust up. I'll put the 2 new things on, and I'll just order a new spring.
You might be able to get a spring right there at your nut and bolt place in town.
Might be able to. I'll take it with me.
There you go. Now you're thinking.
That's a dangerous thing for me.
Hey, save a penny, save a penny. You know, it's just the way it is when it comes to building stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's other places that sells all them parts, not just
Yep.
that dealership,
Yep.
and it'll be guaranteed cheaper than the dealership.
Mhm.
Well,
Guaranteed.
I'm not thinking I can find a Power King dealership right now.
Well, you'll find places that sells parts for them,
Oh yeah.
but you can find a lot of stuff at your local hardware store
Uh huh.
a heck of a lot cheaper. Ugh.
Boy, that Thomas Andrews, he's so bright. We should just call him Sonny, huh?
Yep. And then old fish up there, he may have a liver disease. That's not good. I may have a falling down problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't stand up, you can't fall down.
Oh Lordy. I don't know about that. And who we got? We got Cajun in the basement. How you doing, Cajun?
Hey, Cajun,
All right. Mark, how you doing? Ed, Jeff, how y'all?
we're all here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Everybody in panel, how y'all doing? Bocce, Thomas, Daryl, Crystal. I didn't see Mater. But anyway, Mater, everybody. Hello, hello.
So Friday I'll have my news. Either it's going to get better or it's going to get worse.
Wow.
It's going to get better.
I'm hoping because I don't want that surgery.
Oh, you got a bad nerve, pinched nerve or something?
Well, I fell backwards out of my dump trailer out the
Right,
man door and went
right.
down and hit the concrete, hit my head and stuff, and went to the doctor and I number 5 vertebrae is cracked.
Ooh,
So they
L5.
yep, they keep taking X-rays of it, and if it doesn't change by Friday, then he wants to go in and do surgery on it.
Yeah.
And
Oh boy, you'll be a long time before you see the road again. Then if they got to do that, huh?
No, that's not much. Just one. That ain't much.
he said 3 to 6 months recovery on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. My son fell on his shrimp doors. He had a 100-foot steel hull boat. He was
Hmm.
going up to pay his diesel at the fuel dock, and he had to go up a ladder to get to the landing part from his boat. The tide was real low, and uh, one of the handrails broke like that,
Hmm.
and well, naturally he went backwards and fell across his back on them big 4 foot by 8 foot doors,
Yeah.
front doors, and uh, it broke his back, and it was pretty messed up. Hell, a month later, and he was back working
That sounds
Af-
good.
after all that. With because man, he was messed up.
That sounds good. Maybe it won't be so long.
Like his T12, T11, and then like me from a T12 on down, L 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all blowed out. All my vertebrae are cracked, splintered, wedge shaped, uh, bulging discs. I'm done.
Yeah.
Meatball ice cream with 2 beers, please.
I thought. Hey, how you doing, Scott? I didn't see you come in there. I thought that Thomas was lactose tolerant. He couldn't have ice cream.
It's meatball ice cream.
Oh, meatball ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never heard it.
Meatballs and a bowl of ice cream.
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, he's supposed to be lactose intolerant.
that's what I
Oh,
thought.
oh, he
That's
had
what
a
everybody
sorry,
says anyway.
sorry. He had a meatball ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
Hey, Briggs, Thomas is a meatball, but
I wonder what that would be like, a meatballs ice cream sandwich.
That don't even sound good.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind my ice cream after my meatball and rice and gravy, but not on a sandwich. Not me.
No. Don't even sound good. Scott fell 20 feet out of a tree, walked away. Yeah, you're real
Well,
lucky.
now we know why he's like he is, huh?
Yep. Just like a cat, lands on his legs and keeps on going. It says a bowl of meatballs. Oh lordy.
Yeah, I guess they're. I don't know. I was watching him today. There's a couple guys asking him something about if they're leaving tomorrow, and he pretty much left that up in the air. His answer.
Right. He's not really saying a whole lot. He's just waiting for everything to go down in DC.
Uh-huh.
Because there's a lot of folks. I seen that. Somebody did a live stream on the New Jersey convoy, Jeff.
Oh,
I
really?
seen it on the news today. I think that was a different one.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot there like what come across on.
No, it was all of about 30 seconds.
Yeah, ours was 32 miles long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't.
ours was probably about, I don't know. They only showed a couple of trucks, so who knows?
Yeah,
I wanted to. If I'd have thought about it, I was going to count the trucks and the one Sandy took a couple days ago.
yeah,
That was a long convoy.
yeah. And that first truck, that cab over with that step deck with one flag in the bed on the bed of that step deck. Did you go into and read the script on that ordeal there? Yeah.
Oh, you got to read that there, Cajun.
It'll tear you apart. It's all about a World War II vet.
Oh.
That flag was on his casket, and his family asked him to fly that flag in this convoy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's on my community page, I think Sandy said. But it's something.
No, not today, Junkyard.
Hopefully they get something done.
I know he said something about they had a small little group coming over from Delaware.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Delaware is not a big state. Connecticut's not a big state neither, or Rhode Island.
Bocce cried when she read it. Yeah, I almost did too, Bocce. Tore me up. But it's something unbelievable, you know. And you can guarantee whatever that flag goes through and looks like, whatever, that fellow will return it back to the family.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they ask.
See, it looked like they kind of had like small little, what do you call it? Like little radio station or little TV things starting to show up, or people shooting YouTubes on them down there now.
Right. Yep. It was unbelievable. I couldn't go down. Sandy and her girlfriend went down and shot the videos and stuff. I was at home and I was watching the live stream, and it was unbelievable. And they went all the way over there to that place where they all gathered in for the night, and it was just phenomenal. They told her, "Don't pull up in here unless you plan on spending the night, because you won't get out of here." She said, "No, She went up. She came on home.
I got up this morning. I sat here for a couple minutes, and I said to myself, you know what? Maybe I'm just going to pack a couple sandwiches and take a ride down that way. And then I thought about it. I said, you know what? I ain't going down there. I'm kind of glad I didn't now, because after watching that and him saying that, when he look at all the cars driving past and them guys getting there themselves and having to wait to like take a half hour just to go from the interstate over to there.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing? That place must have been smashed.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many people involved in that convoy. It is unbelievable. Just when I watched what she videoed and stuff, it was just phenomenal that there's that many people standing together. But it's not only truckers, it's everybody. You know, and that's what it's going to take to get this done. But somebody already, a governor or something had already spoke to the head guy of the convoy that arranged this convoy out of California.
Uh-huh.
And they asked for that emergency mandate to be took off, dropped, and the president vetoed that right away and said absolutely not. So they're continuing on. If they would just drop these mandates, the convoy would be over. Everybody head home until that happens. They're going to keep right on going on into D.C.
I've seen a couple things today that said something about. Oh no, that's right. A bunch of Republicans put a bill through themselves there to end the mandates.
Yeah. Don't
They didn't put it up; they put it through.
Yeah. Well, they got the fences all up around the White House and everything, so somebody's getting nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Because the convoys are coming from everywhere, from up north, down south. There's so many of them that's coming into that place. It's unbelievable.
Well, that's the people's voice, and they will get heard.
Oh, that's their main thing is they want their voices heard. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. That's like I was saying on that one live stream I took and truck through that whole pandemic and all that and everything. What they give us? They gave us Porter Johns and cold sandwiches out of truck stop ice boxes because they closed down all of our restaurants and everything else. But we didn't quit on them, but they damn well quit on us.
That's like the Constitution says the government cannot be more powerful than the people, in so many words like that.
Right.
But it's getting to where they are.
Right.
As far as the government's concerned,
and
the Constitution is just a piece of paper. Don't mean nothing.
And they making rules up as they go to get more powerful.
Right.
They change the rule halfway in the game. Know what I mean? And can't do that.
Right.
Yeah, right, Daryl? It's around Delaware, so he can't get to his basement.
But yeah, it's just it's phenomenal, and I'll tell you what, I cannot believe the support that's running in that convoy. I mean, there's everything. And then the fella that her thumbnail of the truck and the trailer with the single flag on that thing that she shot down there, that's the truck and trailer that I'm talking about with the single flag on it.
Yep.
That guy gave her permission to use it on our YouTube channel to help get it out there more.
Mm-hmm.
It's phenomenal. But hopefully they get it done. I would really like to see it.
They'll get it done.
I hope. Exactly, Junkyard. They make them up as they go.
Oh yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Well, what really sucks is they'll bring one thing in, one piece of legislation in, but there's 15 other things tagged to it that they never mention.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. One simple thing there takes about 200 pages.
But the sad part of it is them people in the high up places forgot who they work for.
That's right.
They was put there by all of us. Not me. I didn't vote for that fellow, but somebody got him. But they're forgetting who they work for.
Well, I know one thing. I ain't working for nobody, so.
Just stay independent. That's the best way to be.
Yeah, it is.
I ain't siding with either side, but I can tell you, it's not constitutional.
I ain't even working for myself.
There you go. But
I'm on a fixed income and it's broken.
There you go. You're right, Daryl. You're absolutely right.
I'm gonna
Yes.
go through that and look one of these days because I got a little book here that is the U.S. Constitution. I could have swore it had term limits in there for senators and stuff. I'm gonna have to go look that up one of these days.
It could be. It's hard to say.
Uh-oh.
I didn't do it yet, but the
I
YouTube
did.
coming to get me going.
I wish I'd have thought of that too.
Yeah. Oh Lord, he knows he's in here.
Hey, Junkyard. Hey, Sandy.
There's Nosy.
Hey, Mrs.
Hey, there she is.
I know my.
That's a good one, Junkyard. I like that.
How's the grandbaby, Mark?
Good. They give her some stuff to stop her from throwing up and everything, and then it found out to be that they diagnosed her with an ear infection as well as the flu type stuff. So they got her on 3 or 4 different types of medication, and she's doing pretty good today.
Good.
Uh-oh, Thomas is done with the Tecumseh. Thomas, you're never done with the Tecumsehs. You like them things too much. That's the Tecumseh man.
I say, wait 10 seconds. Something else will break on it.
Mm-hmm.
They sure bring him a lot of Tecumsehs to work on. They do.
Well, when you specialize in one motor and you do good at it, you get around pretty good that way, really.
Well, I guess in his area that was just Tecumsehs and all them snowblowers,
Yeah, right.
and artillers, down here in Southwest Louisiana, it was mostly all brigs, for forever,
But see,
brigs.
maybe it's me, but it seems to me like each area kind of like has their own motors that comes out on all this new equipment and stuff, and it's spread through all different areas, different motors.
Yeah, but now you see different motors on everything nowadays.
Yeah.
Especially with the big zero turns,
But what cracked me up is I got the little tractor magazine here, and you got a thing about early little John Deere's. I guess the 110s or whatever they were.
Yep. Hey,
and they come right out and said in there originally they had the Tecumsehs in them, and they got rid of them because they were so unreliable and so finicky.
Yep. It's good to see you, Sammy. I think she is one of the Philippines folks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Very good channel. Very good channel.
I have quite a few people out of the Philippines. So, Jeff, what did you get accomplished? Anything?
Well, I got 2 pulleys off, the spring off. Took me a little bit to get this thing up about 5 blocks high. Then I put the tractor in. I took the top cover off it. And I was looking at it. I was going to pull ahead tonight. And I said, you know what? It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I don't want no problems. So I'm going to wait until probably tomorrow afternoon when it stopped raining and stuff to pull it off.
Right.
And I was looking at the front wheels because I found the exact same tractor as mine today over in Cutstown. And I was looking at it. And he's got the wheels with the dish in. And I try to figure out when I put these back on. Couldn't do that. I had to turn them dished out, or they'd be hitting
on the spindle.
Or the top, hitting the top of the spindles.
Now, is that the new spindles that you got, Jeff, or is that the ones
that was on it?
You just got different rims then.
Yeah, I bought brand new rims for that because the old ones are so rusted up they wouldn't put tires on them.
Right.
I was looking at. I was originally going to try and pop the
All
top
right.
bars off and turn them. Well, I look at it and I figure out, oh, wait a minute. This thing's got keys on the top. They're keyed on the one spot. I said, can't
Right.
do that.
Yep. That means you got good spindles then.
What I started thinking about it is, well, they made these things with loaders and stuff on them, so it's got to have a decent front end.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And also, Ed, uh, that valve setting,
Uh-huh.
I think 10 and 12 is going to be too low for the pro heads. I have to
Okay.
dig further into that.
All right.
I have to see if I can get hold of Julian or somebody.
Yeah, so I searched their website and everything and see if I could find a setting, and there's nothing on there. I thought it was in one of their videos or something, but I couldn't find it.
Right. Yeah, it's just a matter of a phone call to a tech out there. There's not a whole lot of people really running the pros.
No. Oh, it's cheaper to weld stock heads up.
Well,
They don't flow as good. They're not as good ahead, but it's cheaper.
I think I got some flow in those heads.
Yep.
Just a little bit.
You know, I was thinking about when we were on Dale last night, and I was busting Ed about coming over to do the head there, and Briggs got all this and that, and well, why don't you just do it yourself? I guess I wish I had the pictures now of the other tractor. Could flip them up there, and you could see that. Yes, I could do it myself, and like Ed said, it's too cold. Why am I going to go out there when I could get someone like him to do it?
Right.
Right.
You don't have pictures of your old tractor, Jeff?
Nope. When
Jeff.
that phone stopped working,
Uh-huh.
I got the numbers. They switched the numbers over.
Uh-huh.
But she messed with it for like a half hour. She could not get the pictures to switch over.
You know who's got the pictures of your tractor?
Probably you.
You sent them to me.
Yeah.
So all I got to do is send them to you, and you got them.
Well, you got the ones I sent you. I know there's quite a few more in there that I never sent.
That could be.
So who got screwed over last week and a half or whatever, beside me and Jeff, with our phones?
I don't know. I didn't have any trouble.
No,
They pulled the plug on 3G, AT&T. They pulled the plug on it.
Oh, yeah,
You got a
3G, yes.
3G phone.
Well, heck,
The only thing you can do is text. That's it.
really?
You can't make a phone call. Cars that have the 3G network, automobiles,
Uh-huh.
no remote start, no OnStar, no collision report. If you get in an accident, it automatically calls 911 for you. Nope.
Well, let's see. Mercedes with the 911, I guess they're in trouble. Cadillac with the OnStar, I guess there's going to be people sitting on the side of the road, huh?
No, their engines will work, but no remote start.
Oh, there's Ghost Tractor.
Well, I tried to start your car like the rest of us do.
Yeah, by hand.
Yeah, I heard that back like in November, December, that in March they're ending all 3G support.
Well, that ought to be not being able to be done because you done paid that money for that 3G phone. Who said you had to update the phone to keep your service? Yeah, that's pretty piss poor, I think.
Yeah, but most of the carriers were offering new 4G or higher phones to upgrade
For free?
Yep.
Dang. Wow, I need to call AT&T then, but I don't have a contract with them.
Right. It may not be the best top of the line phone, but I heard that a lot of them were offering a free phone.
Right.
for
Yeah,
the
right.
4G.
Sometimes we're going backwards, but they call it progress.
Yeah. Did you see that? What is it? Spectrum. Spectrum's giving you a free phone and everything for like $29.95 a month
Yep, for 2 lines.
for 2 lines.
Well,
Wow.
yeah, it's $29.95 a piece for 2 lines and a free phone.
You just have to have their internet in your house.
Right.
Yeah, I got
But
that.
right. But
Well,
right.
that's
But
where
right.
you might want to check right there, Cajun.
Yeah, as long as I can import my number, to that
Yeah,
Spectrum phone.
you should
Because
be
I've
able
been
to.
having that phone number for a long time, 10 years.
Yeah,
Right.
you should be able to take your number with you.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Spectrum just as soon as my contract's up with Verizon.
Oh, you got to have a contract with Spectrum?
No,
No,
not with
no.
Sprint.
Oh.
Not with Spectrum. There's no contract, no nothing. It's a month-to-month based thing, and they run off of Verizon towers.
Yeah. No, I have a contract with Verizon right now where I'm still buying out my phone, and it's still $400 and some to buy the contract out. So,
Yeah, I see.
Wow.
I don't have any contract fees because when we got our phones, we bought them outright.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I've got the prepaid GoPhone they call it, or used to
Mhm.
call it, whatever. And they just
That's what mine was.
automatically
Mine was the
they just
prepaid.
automatically take $20 a month out of my checking account when you sign up for automatic pay.
Mhm.
$20 a month. So
right, and that Spectrum thing, it's $29.95 and it's unlimited.
unlimited talk
Yeah,
and
and
data.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, because as long as you have their internet,
Right.
Yeah.
that's the only thing I have of theirs is internet. Because Ed speaking got to the wife's head, and now I don't even have TV because the TV bill just for the cable was pushing $300 a month, $286.
Yeah, I don't
Huh.
have cable. I just
And
got
ha-
Spectrum internet and house
and,
phone.
and ha-
$30 a month for internet and a house phone. It was a special deal that was going on at the time.
Right.
Just like I've got StreamYard for $10 a month. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's you got to catch them when they're there,
Right.
and they don't give you a phone call letting you know about it neither.
and how much are you saving now, Mark, with just having the Hulu and your other little add-ons?
I'm saving $286 because the Hulu, my daughter had it, and you're allowed so many people on it. And she was also having Rich has HBO stuff
Mm-hmm.
that we put on there. Don't cost us nothing. Plus, she's got a few other things that Haley had. So we're just riding through.
Exactly.
I think I paid $25 for the Hulu box.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I got invested in it.
And when you get back out to the garage, or able to get back out to the garage, you can take your smart TV out there and get all that stuff out there. And
My mother-in-law told me and Missy about Roku. You can get it at Walmart for $10 or $11 for the box.
And they work great, and they run off the internet.
You hook the box to your TV and then just connect to your Wi-Fi in your house. Boom! You got cable and channels or whatever. I don't know what's all involved in it. All what you get,
That's exactly what I did, Cajun, and that's what we got is the Roku.
Yep, Roku. That's
Roku.
what I.
And
That's what I have.
Roku. Oh, I thought you had Hulu.
We got all the regular channels that we ever watch. We got the history. We get Moonshiners. We get Gold Rush. We get all the normal channels that we had for $286.
Oh, dang. Now, my mother-in-law, she got a smart TV. Okay, now, we don't have a smart TV, but we have that digital or whatever, and
the smart TV already has it in it.
She's got a smart TV,
Yeah.
and all she did was hook her Ethernet cable to it, and, internet cable to it, and boom, she can watch us right now if she wanted to. You know, on YouTube, on the
Yep,
TV.
that's what
Yeah,
Daryl uses too.
yeah. I've got a smart TV in my living room. I've got a Roku box in my bedroom. I got a Roku box out of my garage. And I just bought my mom a Roku right after Christmas. Hooked it up to
Hmm.
hers because my brother said that hers wasn't a smart TV. Well, it turned out it was. But I
Oh,
bought her a Roku box anyways and got her hooked up on my Hulu. And she said that she gets more channels with the Roku and the Hulu than what she had with her Spectrum cable.
Chris
and
just
that was
called.
what, $80 a month?
No, hers was over 100.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, with all this smart TVs and Roku boxes coming out, you would you would think the cable companies would go down on their prices. You know,
You would think, but they don't care. Whenever they asked why we was cutting off the cable service, and she told them because it was too expensive, and we can do this for this price, and that's a $220 savings from what you guys are charging us. Okay, that's fine. When do you want it shut off? And she gave them the date, and they cut her off on that date. They didn't care about keeping a customer or nothing.
what
What's that?
what internet company you got?
Spectrum.
Oh, okay,
Yep, we kept their internet, but got rid of the TV.
the cable. Oh, okay.
Well, see, when I cut my cable, I went up to the because I had to upgrade my box. I was having problems with my box.
Mm-hmm.
Took it up there. I waited like this is like in 2019. I waited like 45 minutes for him to get through all the other customers and everything. Walked up, told him what I needed. Told him hey is there any other packages anything else that I can get that and the lady was so snobby and so rude you know and like, oh, okay, took my box home, did a little bit of research for like 2 days, called him back up, told him to cut my cable off. I went up to the Walmart and bought a Roku box, brought it home, plugged it in, and ever since then, that's what I had.
Hey, how you doing, Eleanor?
I just keep adding Roku boxes and shit to mine. And for a long time, I didn't even have Hulu. I just had the Roku.
Right.
What all you get with just a Roku box?
You get the Roku and you get the
His,
remote.
History Channel? No, I'm talking about the channel. You get history,
I get,
ESPN 2, 3, whatever.
yeah, I get.
No, you don't get the ESPNs and stuff like
No,
that. Those
you
are
get
subscriptions.
you get your local news.
Yeah.
You get history. And what's the other one?
Stars.
No, you don't get starters with Roku.
No.
Discovery.
Yeah, Discovery Channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get all that, and you get your locals. Plus, you get your movies and all that stuff, and it's great.
But the History Channel and the Discovery Channel that's on the Roku are limited. They're
Yes.
not. You can't watch live TV.
Right.
You can watch old episodes of stuff, but on Hulu, I went with Discovery Plus.
Yes.
When they first come out with that, they had a deal. It was like $7 a month or something like that. I got on that, and I get everything that is under the Discovery name, all the channels, and they stream the stuff. The live TV shows are streamed as they happen, or you can wait till the next day and watch them. They cut out all the commercials.
But you know what my favorite channel is, though?
If it's a 2-hour show, it's an hour and 43 minutes because they cut out all the commercials. When it comes up to a commercial, it just jumps right on and keeps on going. I
The
love
next
Yeah.
scene or whatever. Yeah.
But you know what I find watching the most is Louisiana Swamp People.
Yeah.
Because all their series is on there. Every one of their shows,
What?
every series for each year.
I'll be
Yeah.
back in a minute.
You see, I can watch like the Curse of Goat Island. on
That'd be
Tuesday
funny
nights.
noise. The guy he was
They
sitting there
are
snoring.
on Tuesday nights. They live.
Why you looking over there?
Not
He
live,
was
but
right
a new
here.
episode came out, and I don't watch it on Tuesday night on my laptop. I watch it the next day,
Yeah.
and it's unlocked. The next day,
Right.
it's unlocked, and I don't have a subscription to History. I don't pay for History. I'm just signed up. I have a profile with them,
Yeah.
and get notified for shows like Abraham Lincoln, the one that came out last week or 3 weeks ago, what have you.
Hmm.
But I can watch Curse of Oak Island and Swamp People the next day after it comes out on TV.
Yeah,
The
that's
latest episode.
yeah. What's on the Roku box is basically a link to their website.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like if you get the Discovery Plus, all that stuff's there, and it's there as soon as it comes out. If it airs at 8 o'clock at night, it is there 8 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Right.
Hey,
But
Ben.
I honestly didn't think it would work as good as it does. I was real skeptical about it.
Yep.
But I got the smart TV in my semi, and it works great.
Mm-hmm.
Just off the hotspot on my phone.
Right. Well, that's how I was doing all my internet stuff whenever we were on our trip, Mark. I was using my hotspot on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I was doing live streaming, all that kind of stuff and everything. That's how I was doing it.
Yeah.
Well, over here, I gave you my
Right.
my Wi-Fi pass.
Right.
Cause a better connection like that. I wish I'd have had another cable we could have just plugged into the router. I've got extra ports on the router itself to plug in different devices. But anyway, you didn't have no trouble with my Wi-Fi.
No.
No
But
no
like when Mark,
lagging or anything.
no, but like when Mark went live, that's how I did it. I didn't use the hotel's Wi-Fi. I used my hotspot. Anytime I needed to like get into my my Google Drive and all that kind of stuff, I just turn my hotspot on, and I could, because all my footage and stuff, I would download it off my camera, and then I would put it into my cloud drive and do my editing and stuff like that with, from the cloud drive.
Yeah, I got to go back to school. That I'm going to be off for a bit. Sandy says she's going to teach me how to do this editing and everything. So this might be the end of it.
It's easy.
You might accidentally shut everything down, huh?
You never know.
Overload.
But really, I don't see the need in editing. Let it be raw and let it be real, just the way it happened. If you screwed up, you screwed up, and then people learn off of what you did wrong, which could be costly to myself. But
No.
that would be better than doing all that editing. Let them see what you did.
Yeah, but sometimes if you video for 2 or 3 hours, you got
Just
to
hit
edit.
stop. Just hit stop and go and do what you're going to do and bring them back when you want to.
Hit pause. That's what I do. I hit pause for a cooking video till the next step comes up. Then I unpause it. That's my editing skills. That's as far as my editing skills go. Pause, unpause.
That's the way I feel about it, Prefer it.
Eleanor's right.
He's right. Most of them do prefer it, but you know what? In my eyes, maybe I'm just old school or whatever, but me, that's like it's staged. Let it be raw and be what it is. But when you get into the editing and all that, and you do a whole bunch of stuff, to me, it's like they're staging it. Like a TV program. I don't know. That's my thinking of it.
Yeah, when I do a cooking video, because I'm not gonna make somebody watch a 3-hour video.
Right. Right. You shut it off
on a recipe. Pause it. No, if you shut it off, you got to restart another video. So I just pause it. On my equipment anyway. If I stop that video, if I hit stop that's it. I got to start another one. You know, then I'll have to splice all of that, and I don't know how to splice all of them videos together. So I just hit the pause, and that's it. I say I'll be back in 2 and 2, or catch y'all Pluto, catch y'all in a minute, or you know, we're coming back as soon as we're ready to add the onions or whatever. You know.
Well, Bocce, that second coat could be coming up if I'm going to be off for a bit and be sitting on that little chair in the shop.
Oh boy, is she talking about what I'm thinking she's talking about?
Yeah, the paint drying video. That video was done for one person.
Yeah, I know who it was done for.
That's like watching paint drying. Man, that gave me an idea for a video.
Hey Don.
Demo Don, how you doing?
You know, I was just thinking just now.
What would you
I'm
think?
gonna have to start, just like the other tractor. I'm gonna have to start taking pictures of everything I do, so that I can put them up here, and Mr. Briggs can see that. Guess what? I can do all this stuff. This is easier than anybody else, probably.
Yeah, you're probably right, Eleanor. Like I said, when it comes down to the editing and stuff, that's all Sandy. Because man, I don't have the patience for it. But what I do is what I call editing is once I put it in there and put it all in line, if there's something that I want to take out, I just back it up a little bit and cut it off and set my piece in so that's gone.
I find it easier just to take pictures every now and then.
True.
Well, see, I would get demonetized if I didn't edit my videos because, you know, the struggle is real, my friends.
Hey, it is.
Oh, are you one of them kind?
It is what it is, you know.
You lose your religion or something?
No, I find religion.
Oh.
Going to go make 10 eggs. Thomas, you're going to eat 10 eggs? Whew.
God
Yeah,
comes out.
He
God
did that in one of my live streams the other night. He had 10 eggs and 4 or 5 pieces of toast to soak up the yellow, the soft yellow.
Well,
If I ate 10 eggs, I would have to have at least 10 slices of toast because it takes 1 slice of toast or bread to match the yellow, you know, to sop the yellow and eat the toast. And then, you know, I eat the whites while I'm at it.
Mm-hmm.
I used to could eat 10 eggs like I can't no more. I could eat about 5.
Yep.
Oh,
One
Mark,
egg.
I got
One
to
egg.
tell you. I got to tell you this morning when I went to breakfast, I talked him into making me a hot Italian sausage patty instead of the hamburger.
Really?
It was awesome.
Wow.
What, you eat a hamburger patty for breakfast?
Yeah, the breakfast I get is like a chopped steak patty.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, you showed that one time on your video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I talked them into they had bulk hot Italian sausage. So I talked them into substituting the hot Italian sausage patty in for the chopped steak. Awesome.
You mean chopped steak to hot Italian sausage patty?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good.
Almost makes me want to go to the Cracker Barrel again for breakfast.
Holy smokes. Venison burger? Yeah, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Junkyard, you don't like my 2-minute intro?
No, yours ain't long. I know some people, well, they done took their long minute and a half intros off because people were complaining.
Hence the reason I edit, because a lot of times when I video my intro, it might be 5 minutes long.
No, we're talking about a pre-recorded, tacked-on intro. You know?
Yeah. Oh no! Like whenever I, say what I'm going to be doing in the video or whatever, there's times that I've got to cut that way down.
Oh, okay. No, that's information that's in there though, because it's a fresh one every video.
Yeah. But like I said, I got to cut them down because it's half the video.
Oh, okay.
Junkyard wants to go right to the video. He don't want no monkey business. Just get on with it.
There's certain people that have a
Yeah, I
long
hate that.
intro, like a 20-second intro. I just skip ahead. 5 seconds on the forward button. On the bottom right of the keyboard. I just skip ahead.
I kind of hate when you got to go through five ads before you can get to anything.
Well, there's YouTube. Whenever they go and
Yeah.
place the ads,
Yeah,
they
it seems
place them
like no
where they
matter what
want.
you watch on YouTube, you got to watch the ads.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the channel creator can add more than YouTube puts
right.
in. You know. Yeah.
But if you've
I don't do
noticed,
that.
if you noticed in the last couple months, the bigger channels, the guys that's got 100,000, 150,000, 500,000 subscribers, a lot of their mid-roll ads are unskippable, and that is YouTube doing that.
Yeah,
YouTube doing that?
yeah. Well,
Oh.
I think I don't know about that. I think that there's a place that you can go into and make the ad unskippable. But
Yes,
don't
yes,
hold
there
me to
is.
Yeah,
that.
in your monetization. But see,
There is.
I go through my monetization before I go live or in my videos, and I click off because unskippable ads is automatically checked and sponsor cards and all that.
Right.
Unclick because I don't want people to have
Right.
to sit
And,
up.
and I agree with Eleanor right there on that comment. When YouTube selects the ads, the creator selects if they want to skip it or not. And if they don't go in and put it as a skippable, it will be non-skippable. I do agree with that because I seen that on some of my stuff, and I asked Sandy about it.
No,
Right.
I leave the one check for overlay ads. The little bitty one that pops up that doesn't interfere with the screen that much,
Mm-hmm.
and you can just exit out, or leave it there and it'll go away in 30 seconds or whatever. No, I leave that one on, and the regular, whatever they.
Well,
Yeah,
I was just watching a live stream of a creator that's got 1 million subscribers, and he was complaining about that he doesn't add ads to his videos. He lets YouTube place them how they want, and he noticed too that the ones in the middle are unskippable. And the reason why is the bigger channels get more views. YouTube gets more money from the sponsors when they're unskippable ads. He does too. They do too. The creator does too.
Yeah,
but YouTube makes their money that way.
Right.
And the creator, yeah.
Right.
Well, YouTube makes more.
Right. And he was not happy about that. And he said the only way to stop that is to demonetize their videos.
No, he could click in when he goes through his monetization. He can unclick non-skippable ads.
He tried. They still put him in. Yep. Oh. They still put him in. That's YouTube's choice.
Wow.
That's in the if you read through their ad thing, they have the right to put ads how they want and what they want.
Right.
Unless you demonetize it. And then
I don't mind the non-skippable ads. I don't mind them at all. They, like Eleanor said, Ken said, they 5 to 15 seconds long. Your video will continue after the ad, and then you can see the countdown. 5, 4, 3. That's fine, because the ones you can skip, you got to wait 5 or 6 seconds anyway.
That one video I watched of Ed's, there was an ad in there, 57 minutes. Ad.
Yeah, but that's a skippable though.
Forget that.
I've seen that before. It's a whole seminar on something.
Yeah.
Usually I'll let those, if it's somebody like one of y'all or, somebody I'm subscribed to, usually I'll let that go for like 3 or 4 minutes, so they can get the money from it. 3 or 4 minutes. I'll go lean off the dock or I'll go do something that I was wanting to do before and didn't have time because I was watching their video. I'll go do something else for a couple minutes. I'll come back, then I hit skip.
Hey, how you doing, Brandon? Good to see you.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, go fix it.
See, what I'll usually do is if I'm watching a video and I see an ad like that, I'll skip it, finish watching the video, then I go back and replay the ad
Mm-hmm.
and just walk away from it and let the whole thing play again.
Bocce said she had 195 minutes on yours, Ed.
Uh-huh.
Dang.
And she watched every minute of it.
Oh, Lordy.
She loved it. She was messaging me and everything. How great of an ad it was.
Yep, Eleanor, that's what I do too.
Yeah, they had on Ed's one time, and I think you too, Mark. They had one that was I don't know, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and heck, I got into that one. It was something that really caught my eye.
I cannot answer that one. That's not my department. That's the wife. As far as all that mess goes, I don't even understand that mess, but she says I'm going to learn it. So I don't know. You didn't watch
You're
it?
gonna learn it whether you want to or not, huh?
Yeah, I was telling Raising Cajun that, Eleanor. I was like, Raising, you don't have any playlists. You know, you got music, you got 2 playlists for music, but you don't have a playlist for your videos. I said, but I created my own playlist from his videos. I created my own playlist of his videos. He said, yeah, I got a toolbox tour
How in the
playlist.
heck?
I said, didn't show up for me.
How in the heck do you
So,
do that, Eleanor? All different accounts. Okay.
mm. So what I do, I watch somebody's playlist when I go to bed or take a nap, and I hit autoplay, and boom, it plays all their videos while I'm sleeping.
There you go.
Yep.
Give them their watch time. Put it that way, you know, and
Well,
money if they monetize.
Yeah.
I've logged into 3 different accounts at work and played playlists. I've used my other laptop and logged into 3 more different accounts and played playlists for people. And my regular laptop, I've done it.
Well, how about doing that? How about doing that for 2 ATVs? We need to get his. He needs his watch hours. He's got his subs. He just needs his watch hours.
Yeah.
We all did that. We could help Daryl out a whole lot that way.
Does he have any playlists put together?
That I'm not sure.
You can just go into his videos and hit play all, and it'll play all of his videos if you don't have any playlists.
Oh.
And the other thing too, I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, you can't mute. You cannot mute the mic. You have you have to pull the volume down.
Yeah.
But it has to have a little bit of volume for it to count.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if it's true or not, but
that would be greatly appreciated, Eleanor.
Yep, I'll do it too. As soon as I'll fire up my other laptop and.
Well, I got 3 of them here at the house that I can do tonight. So
you have to have 3 different accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch if he's got to play all. Yeah, I'll do that.
I don't know if Daryl's still in here or not.
I did that with Brandon when he was talking about, hey guys, I need my watch hours. They keep bumping me back, 10 hours or 50 hours. They keep bumping me back. And Brandon was, right there at his, required, hours. Almost there. Almost.
And then he would lose hours.
Yeah. And
well, you know what they're doing.
To Brandon 4 times, so I, play all, like you say,
Yeah, but you know what they're doing, though. When you lose a subscriber, you lose a bunch of watch time, too, because of losing that subscriber. That's
true, too. Yeah, YouTube's not taking it away from you unless YouTube took the sub from you,
Well, knock on wood, I haven't been losing subscribers, but I haven't been gaining them either. But I've been keeping watch hours.
Yeah. I don't know how all that stuff works out, but I guess it's.
Now, Ed, if you go in analytics, can you, in your YouTube studio, analytics or whatever, do you actually see if YouTube took away subs? Because I know my analytics, my studio, it says I've gained, but it doesn't tell me that they took any subs.
Yes.
Yeah, if you go back month by month, the bar graph, you'll see it'll drop and then it'll come back up, drop, or whatever.
Oh, okay. Because I know it automatically tells me you gained so many subscribers this month.
Right. And Crystal
Well,
Lynn
my numbers ain't coming up.
Crystal Lynn says leave one comment on one of the videos so that YouTube picks it up that you actually did watch it. And then let the playlist go.
Brandon said, I gained a few this week, but it was a roller coaster ride with the sub count.
It got within 200 hours and then fell. Jeez.
And then the bottom.
I've been at 1950 subs, or right around there, for almost 2 months. I'll gain 2 or 3. I'll drop 2 or 3. Gain 2 or 3. Drop 2 or 3. Just back and forth.
Right.
Well, with the numbers they are giving me, you gained 30 subs this month, 35, and that's every month. But hell, I'm still at 1,590 whatever. You know, it says 15 point whatever, 0.8, and it never did break the 1,600 mark. And I should have 6 months ago or more, a year ago.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, what?
Scott ain't in the truck. He's at home.
Oh, deleting live streams.
Well, it ain't.
Oh, okay.
I do get a day off every now and then.
Oh, heck no, man. You ought to be making that money.
I'm not greedy. There, enough of that crap. All gone.
Brandon, if you delete a live stream, you're losing a lot of watch time, dude.
You know, you can skip all ads. If there's I learned a long time ago. You take the video. I can watch any video. Go and like fast forward it to like 2 seconds before the end. As soon as it ends, you hit rewind. It'll play all the way through without an ad.
I tried that too. I tried that also, and the ads still come up.
I've never had it happen.
But if you're not watching the ads like that, then I'm not getting any money from it.
Oh no! But I only do it to people I'm not really, I only do it to
a dancing Johnny in there.
Damn, he was doing the Cajun.
Cold down there or something?
He was doing the Cajun boogie.
I guess.
Must be cold down there. He ain't got shorts on.
Yeah, he's got pants on.
Look at that. That's what's left of my beard and mustache.
Wow.
That's what my razor does to it.
Jeez.
That little tiny ball.
Wow.
How y'all like my new free one?
Where in the world did you pick that up at?
Is that an old
That four-wheeler
Honda?
I was working on, the guy gave it to me.
Heck
Is that an old Honda?
It's a Suzuki 71.
Suzuki. Okay.
Huh.
Wow. That's about 100 cc, 80, 100.
Yep. Hey, how you doing, Lee? I didn't see you come in. Wow.
Need a kick.
550.
A 550. Wow. It doesn't look that big.
I think this is a prototype. Is before this.
Johnny says it's prototype.
Must have 2 cylinders. Must have 2 cylinders on it.
Were they? Before they
Got an empty gas tank. It ain't going far, is it?
What they did first, make a prototype. I think this was a prototype.
Johnny, quiet. There's like 50 people that are listening to me right now.
Keep talking.
Look at the tires.
Johnny. Keep talking.
Dang.
Dang, they ain't used much of it.
Brand new. Brand new knobbies. Brand new knobbies.
Yep. I ain't had much time on it.
Is that a 2-cylinder or a single?
It's a single cylinder.
Wow, for a 550? Must be a big old piston in there.
I don't know. I don't understand, but it says right there.
I see that.
550 cc.
I see that. Man, that looked like 100 or at the most of 1 1/4. You know, the size of the bike and stuff.
Wow.
I got it for free.
4-stroke.
I don't know yet. We're still trying to figure it out. Johnny found spark on it.
Well,
Heck,
if there's no place to put oil, then it's a 2-stroke. I mean,
Yeah.
got to be. If there's a dipstick, then it's 4-stroke. If there's no dipstick, it's 4.
There's a dipstick.
I mean, if there is a, yep, it's 4-stroke.
There's no dipstick though. It's just a
just a
plug.
fill.
No, you
Yeah.
won't have a dipstick on it. Just
But it
fill it
don't
up
have-
to where it comes to the bottom of the threads.
There'll be a
It
slate
don't have
window
no
somewhere.
top. Like
Does
it
it
don't have valves on it or nothing on top of the head anyway.
Does it have a sight glass on the side of it?
I don't think so.
Oil?
What?
No, once you take the head off, you'll have the valves on the block. As my guess, if it's a 4-stroke, like a
If
Briggs
that's probably-
engine.
That's a
Yeah.
2-stroke. If it don't have valves, overhead valves on it, that's a 2-stroke.
Yeah, it looks
Possible
like,
injector, oil injector.
yep, it's 2-stroke.
Yep.
How many hoses you had going to your carburetor?
One.
You got a fuel line, and that's it.
Oh yeah, it just has a fuel line.
Well, it
Look at a little
could be a
battery.
4-stroke then, because usually you had a 2-stroke oil tank, under the seat. Behind the engine, they had a 2-stroke oil tank. And then there's a hose coming from that going to the carburetor. Or somewhere else in the car.
Heck, that's big enough Nate can ride it back and forth to work.
Right?
That's
And get
just
this
a
too.
lot.
So
The way gas
it's a
is going up,
19
you might have to.
Right.
Ain't no joke. It's almost at $5 here.
Yeah, that'd be cheap on gas back and forth to work.
Dang, it's still 3 1/4 down here.
No, we're up to 5.
What?
We're up to 4.
Is it 5? Is it 4? It's 4.
489.
489.
No, 380, sorry.
389.
Yeah, but 389. Okay.
Junkyard. You have to fill that tank with rice.
Only gas. Diesel is like 410.
Oh yeah, diesel's always. I mean, lately it's
Oh, yeah.
always been more
Numbers go up
expensive than gas.
all the time.
Yeah, diesel.
Mr. Briggs.
What?
Mr. Briggs, what year is this damn Briggs motor I got here?
Want me to take the photo down for you?
You
Yeah,
know,
just
you should know that to check the code. It's the first 2 digits of the serial, or what is it? The code or serial number is the year it was built.
There's no cover.
Yeah, and that's an older
can't-
Briggs too. That's an
I
older
can't
Briggs.
even see the whole thing.
It depends. Like the S5, Nate, the S5 and S6s, they'll have it. You pull the flywheel look. You got an Acorn filter on it too. So that's an older engine. If it's a S5 or S6, is it aluminum or cast iron?
I think it's
Block.
cast.
Okay, that's probably a S model, maybe, or one before it. And
Definitely older than
you
70.
pull the flywheel, and there's the date code on the back
Okay.
of the flywheel. If it says
Aluminum.
5.
Oh, it's aluminum.
Oh, it's aluminum block.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
Make them big, Mark. You can tell better,
it
please.
magnet won't stick to it.
Nope.
Will a magnet stick to cast?
I might not.
I don't think it will. I don't
Try it
think.
on another motor.
It isn't cast on
Oh,
my.
it's cast. It's sticking.
I stuck on this side.
Stuck the wrong side of the magnet to it.
Oh, okay. All right. Pull the flywheel, when you pull the flywheel. I'm not telling you to do it now, but when you pull the flywheel, and that doesn't look like a S car for some reason.
It ain't.
But anyway,
It ain't that car.
pull
It
the
ain't that.
flywheel. If you got 2 numbers on the back in a circle, in a little indentation, you'll see 55, 56, 57, 58. That's your year model.
I got you.
1958, not 18.
This is a split case on the bottom.
Yeah, it doesn't come apart like most of the Briggs. It comes apart on. It splits right across the bottom right there.
There'll be a
That
side
flywheel
plate that
don't look
comes
like
off
an S
too.
flywheel.
The more you
I might have
dig
to take it
down,
apart
the
and
more
look at it.
information you're gonna get. It does not because of all the metal on it that I see.
This is aftermarket. The guy built this.
Oh, okay.
Are you
Yeah.
sure it's a Briggs?
I'm not sure it's Briggs.
Could be a Tecumseh.
It looks like a Kohler. With that split
McKenzie.
bottom.
We got everything going now. We got Briggs,
Yeah.
Tecumseh, and Kohler.
You know what?
Yeah, that's the same way a Kohler splits on the bottom.
I've never seen a Briggs split the bottom.
Me neither.
Really?
I'm thinking that's a Kohler as well.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Me too. I think it is Kohler. Kohler only one does that
Yeah.
on their engine.
If you make it big, Mark, you might be able to see it better.
See, that's why I was saying that carburetor does not look like a S model carburetor at all.
It don't.
The tank does look like a Kohler tank or Tecumseh.
And that looks like a Kohler carburetor too, in fact.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what that looks like to me? Looks like a Wisconsin engine almost.
It could very well be too.
I don't know.
Are you
I don't
kidding
think
me?
Wisconsin split in the middle though.
Wisconsin split down about below 2 gauge, and they had a couple years it did. That looks like a Wisconsin engine. It's either Wisconsin or Kohler, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because we had a bunch of old Wisconsin come in the shop, and none of them.
That's either Wisconsin or a Clinton, I'm guessing.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, Clinton made an engine.
This thing does run too.
Yeah, it runs good too.
Dang.
It could be a Clinton, because if it's if that's a Clinton motor, that's a great motor. That's just as good as a Kohler.
Oh yeah, Clinton made good engine. Wisconsin made good engines back then.
They all did back
Wisconsin
then.
made good engines back then.
The Wisconsin engines are really heavy.
Yeah. We had a like I said, we had a bunch of Wisconsins come in the shop years in the 80s, early 80s, and I never seen one that split like that.
Right.
Well, Brandon said the 5S split at the bottom, so.
At the bottom. Yeah, at the bottom. The whole block comes off of the oil pan, but that's horizontal. His is split down where the two halves go together like an outboard.
But hey, Nate, on that motorcycle, just to be safe, mix some two-stroke fuel and run through it until you find out if it is 4-stroke or 2-stroke. I'm gonna guess that's a 4-stroke or a 2-stroke.
If you don't put oil to it, you'll burn it up real quick.
Right. It's better to be safe than sorry.
There you go.
2-stroke oil. There you go.
Yep. And if it's a 4-stroke, it'll just smoke.
It'll just smoke. It'll lubricate the rings and everything.
Yes. The old WM split there on the Briggs, yeah, but that's not the carburetor for a WM though. And the OWs, that's not the carb for an OW or
everything I'm finding.
Those old Briggs.
71 Suzuki.
I don't know, but that's an old motor.
Mm-hmm.
It is, yeah.
Well, engine, motors, electric.
Not really. Not really. Depends on how you phrase it. Motorsports, okay. You got Go Power Motorsports. You got all kind of motorsports. It's all gas engines in there. A motorcycle. Okay. Motor. Sounds better than an engine cycle.
Yeah.
I just seen a thing on the Webster's Revised Dictionary. A motor is any engine or any. It can be internal or external, electric driven. Whatever is a motor
device.
Yeah, device.
Gas tank's wrong. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff on that motor. Nate said that somebody made it and put it on there.
Right. It could be a Heinz 57 engine.
Yeah.
Spare parts. I'm gonna have to look up the OWMs. Get my power portal and look that up, or just I'm gonna Google which Briggs engines had a split case.
Blended whiskey? How you doing?
Hey, blended whiskey. What's up, Mona Meat?
All right, I'm getting out of here because it's loud in here. Johnny won't stop talking.
All right,
There
later.
you
Nick.
go.
Thanks.
Right.
We'll see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on, Nate. Hold on.
What?
Brandon said the Corb choke lever looks like Tecumseh. That's what got me to thinking Tecumseh, but I never
It's
seen
got
a
like a
wind
little
up.
arrow on it.
I never seen a wind up Tecumseh. So
Oh yeah, they had them.
Best thing you can do is pull the flywheel, and you'll know.
Yeah. Well, I'll know the year. I don't know if I'll know the make.
And
well, if it's a S model, it'll have the date. If it's a Tecumseh or Wisconsin or Kohler, I don't think the date will be on the back of the flywheel. It might though. It might.
My plan is to clean it up and take all the old paint off and paint it like a color that it would have came.
Yeah,
You know what I
like I
mean?
was saying earlier, it's a diamond in the rough.
Yep.
That's a nice little engine though. I mean, that's probably a 8-horse too.
I took it. It was on that mini bike, and we got it running that live stream. I took it up the road, and it was fast. Like it was pretty quick.
It
I would
might
say
be.
it's around an 8. 7, 8. But 7s are not common, but 8s were.
All you can do is just dig into it a little further, pull that flywheel off, and see what you got.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for your help, boys.
All right. See you.
All right.
Thanks, Nate.
See you, Nate.
Yep. Good videos y'all putting out lately, Ed and Mark.
Thank
Crazy.
you.
Some crazy stuff.
I really enjoyed the video your wife did of the trucks going by. That was sweet.
Oh, I wished I could have been
Yeah.
there to see it. Oh my gosh.
I wish you could have
Yeah.
been in it, in the convoy.
Both my sons were in it. Rich was in the front on the one that Sandy videoed, and Bo was on the tail end of the one going across 80 when he was going to Palmerton. So it was pretty cool, and I wished I could have been there to see it. But
All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, we'll see you.
Hey,
Thanks.
Nate.
Blue top.
But I wished I could have been there to see it. I loved watching it. I watched the video a couple times, especially after she told me about the cab over with the flag with the step deck. And then I got to read that literature on it. Unreal.
Then they had another truck about, I forget how far through the convoy. It had a frame built on the back. It had like 3 flags, I think. And then it had one that was stretched out in a frame. Huge, huge flag. It was stretched out tight.
Yep. And from watching them, what's that guy's name, Jeff, that you was watching earlier?
Says Nick.
Yeah. He's there for the long haul. He's there until it is completely done in DC. So I'll be watching him big time because that's where we got a lot of our information from him. And I'll tell you what, it is phenomenal.
I predict Biden's going to send out the National Guard on them.
They're
They already did.
They're already.
No, I mean,
700.
and try not to arrest them.
There's 700 of them are already surrounding the White House to protect it, and they put up fences around the White House.
No, I'm not talking that way. I'm talking trying to arrest the truckers like they did in Canada.
No, because they're not doing anything wrong.
Not doing nothing wrong. They're doing it all transparent, so the whole world can see that they're not doing anything wrong except for what the Constitutional right says: a freedom protest. It's you got the right of peaceful protest.
Oh yeah, but that never stopped them from doing other stuff. So
right. Well, what I look for is not so much the truckers, but the outsiders. But it all come down to it was the truckers. I do believe
I personally think they're like I said. I've noticed since this whole thing started, the DOT's been open bigger, especially like when I go down where Scranton area where this thing started. Every DOT place is open, and it's like a friend of mine that went through. He said the same thing. He says, why are you guys harassing us more than ever? He's like, the cop said, because we can.
Right. Right. It's got pros and cons to everything.
Yep. They're going to stop screwing with us. And you're going to see people say, you know something? There's other jobs out there, and they're going to lose even more.
Well, and that's the funniest part about the whole thing, Scott. They're already saying that there's a shortage of truck drivers and everything. What do you
Yep.
think is about going to happen here with this mess here?
It's like somebody of mine told me, he says, like there's a place down about not even 15 miles. It's offering $35 an hour to load trucks.
Right.
Those guys can make more in a week than someone like you or me can make. They make almost double what we do, and they're loading the truck. They don't have to deal with the weather. They don't have to deal with. I mean, come on. I want to, every shipper. There's no consistent when you're driving truck. You go to these shippers or receivers. There's no consistency. It's
Right.
it's like P&G. You know who P&G is? They got tons of warehouses all over the country.
Yep.
There's some you'll go in there. The security guard's as nice as could be. Here, drop it in this part. Drop it in this spot. Your loaded's over here, or pull into this dock and unhook. Just slide your tags rear to rear. We'll unload you. Goodbye. And there's like I went to one last week in Toby Hanna, and I kid you not, they go the nicest place you ever go. Go in there. Here's your pickup number. Boom, Dan, your trailer's over in this area. I went in there one day and said, you got the wrong trailer. Their printer printed the 4, so it looked like a 1. And I'm driving around looking for this trailer with this 1. I said, that trailer ain't there. Oh, that's not a 4, that's a 1. I mean, that's a 4, not a 1. Our printer's screwing up. Well, why don't you tell me this? No,
Right.
You let me drive around your lot for 25 minutes, wasting my time. Well, it's no big deal. It says, sure it is, because I don't have. I got a limited number of hours. I can't work a double shift like you can. My clock goes tick 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 as soon as I hit on duty, and so you could cost me not getting home that day or being late with the load because you didn't tell me your printer's screwing up.
But see, on the other hand, Scott, you got to understand, some of them people that you're dealing with don't even work for the company. There's an outsourced company doing it for them. But
Yeah,
also-
expedited that's contracted out.
yes, also on that note, when you get mad and you start yelling at them, you just made things worse. And who's going to pay at the end? You.
Yeah, because they're gonna spit in your food, so to say.
Hey, how you doing,
know?
Harold?
Don't piss a cook off in a restaurant. They're gonna spit
Oh
on
no,
your
I
food.
didn't say. All I said was, even the other guy, the guy said, we should have told him.
Yeah.
It's like, but there's other places that'll go in there. Need the plate number off your truck. Need the plate number off your trailer. Hey, how about you put that in the note? My favorite is this one. This one you'll laugh. Let me see. I got my e-log here.
Did you get you a new e-log tablet?
Nope.
Is it acting right?
After I took it apart and threatened it with a hammer, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just easy to run a paper log.
All right, Brandon, take it easy, little brother.
Oh, Lordy. Nosy's back in here. She's listening.
Oh, that's right. He's going live tonight. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Hell yeah, and
Yeah.
the band's not practicing today, so
Well, this is more an e-log. It's actually dispatch you. But anyways, as soon as I get this thing, I'll type my password in. You guys don't need to see that. But anyways, this is what I love. They sent me. It's a particular address, and as soon as it goes, there's 2 spots, and I told my driving manager, I said, this kind of stuff that drives me nuts. For instance, the ship. I went to this one place. Turns out the address, it was the right company, but wrong address. They had 2 different spots on the same road. One was 101 Green whatever back road, and the other part is 69 Greenback Road. Well, 101 is where they do live loads, and 69 is where they do preloaded trailers. The bill of lading says 101, but the actual address is 69. That's the kind of stuff that I run into all the time.
Yep. Daryl, pre-99. Anything 99 and below, you can run a paper log
Hey,
because
loose
there's
hand.
no way for them to hook electronics up to the motor. Hey, how you doing, Kyle?
Anybody seen Kyle tonight?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
just
No, I
got
haven't.
Hi, Kyle.
he was
Hey,
out
Kyle.
fishing too late.
Better late
What's
than
up,
never.
little buddy?
Yeah.
I had a buddy of mine. He was driving for Waste Management. I think it was Waste Management out of Lake Charles.
Uh-huh.
And he had a route from Lake Charles or Beaumont to Walker at the landfill over there. And I think he did 2 runs a day. That was it. Two
Right.
runs a day. And his truck had a built-in lock. He didn't have to do nothing. He had a computer. Then he'd open up a door behind the cab by the sleeper, a little under door by the sleeper.
Yep.
And he'd open that door and there was a printer right there with a keyboard.
Uh-huh.
And when he shut down at the end, when he started, he went, log in,
Right.
on duty, whatever, road trip, pre-trip done, and the computer would take care of everything. He
Right.
did not have to write nothing or type nothing in on his logs. The
Right.
computer did it on its own.
Right. And that truck is able to be traced each stop. Every time that truck stops, it's in that computer.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I don't have a
cut the
problem with
motor
e-log.
off, how long he's been there, the whole 9 yards. I mean, everything is all
Yeah. Oh, and how he shifted, and actually how he shifted
yep, and how
his
fast he
transmission.
drove, everything was on there.
I don't know why people hate e-logs. I don't have a problem with them.
Jimmy's, Harold.
Hey, Harold.
Sounds like I don't want to go to Nissan and deliver anything.
Well, I seen somewhere that the E-Log or some of the new, I don't know if it's Kenworth or Peterbilts, are actually doing the pre-trip for the drivers.
Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant, huh?
Well, if there's a defect, the computer picks it up because some of them even can tell you how much air pressure is in each tire, Jeff, just like your car.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a more modern thing there.
Yes. Like my wife's car will tell me I need a coffee break.
The only thing that would check my tires was my boot or my tire club, my
Exactly.
tire bat.
Exactly. But my new trailer, it airs the tires up and everything on its own. As soon as I put air to that trailer, it's got tubes going right straight to the valve stems, and it equals out the tire pressure on every tire.
You can't
That's
do
a
that
nice
while it's
thing.
rolling, though, huh?
Oh
Yeah.
yes, it can.
Yes,
It can?
it's got a spinner in the middle, and it spins and keeps them tires aired.
I'll be damned.
They've been doing that for years. I've always had them. I actually like that. I mean, my tractor has it on the back too, just not on the front.
For how many years has been doing that? I never heard of
They've
such
been
a
doing
thing.
that for over 15 years, Gage, and I've had those trailers for
Oh,
years.
well, I ain't drove. No. Last time I drove was, my daughter's 30. Last time I drove was 31 or 32 years ago.
Well, there
Well,
you
we still had wooden wheels back then.
Yeah,
Oh,
stone
no,
wheels.
wouldn't you? Don't you mean Fred Flintstone wheels?
Yeah, stone wheels.
But no, Cajun, seriously, like you go to the dollar store or anything, and you see a semi sitting there unloading or something. Look at their tires, the rims. You'll
Yeah,
see.
I'm gonna talk to the driver.
Yeah,
And
you'll
I'm gonna
you'll
say, hey,
see
I
them.
heard this thing about self-inflating tires even while you're rolling. You know
Yeah.
anything about that? And I want him. Hey, that's interesting. I want to see it. I mean, I do.
Oh, it's unreal. You'll see it. I
You
mean,
done
all you
got
gotta
There you
you
go.
done
Hey,
got my
just look it up on your
interest
phone, Cajun. You can see one. Just put on auto inflating tires on a semi.
No,
you can see a
I
picture.
want to see it in real life.
Yeah, I mean, once you see them tubes going to the valve stems, they have that air system
I
on.
want to see how he does his logs too. If he's got one of them computers, or if he has to do it like Briggs does.
Yeah. There's so many
Yeah,
different
but
ways.
they're all that way.
I hated logbooks, man, with a passion. I worked for one company. Now, if we did not go out of our radius from home
Right.
base, we didn't have to log.
Mm-hmm.
But every now and then we went out of our radius. It was 150 miles, I think it was, down here. From the center point, 150 miles to the east, to the west, north, south.
That's
We
a
did
good
not
one,
have to run a
Eleanor.
log, and we stayed in that radius.
Occasion, you better read what Eleanor put in there.
He drove for Jesus
ain't that
Trucking
old.
Limited Liability Corporation. Yeah.
Oh shoot, that's a
I
good
don't
one.
think he's that old yet.
No, not
You sure
quite.
about
But
that?
I can tell y'all some stories. God, dog, I can tell y'all some stories.
Yep.
I like e-log. I'm sorry, I do. I don't like paper logs.
Well, if it's easier, yeah.
Yeah. But you know, there's some companies that are having them guys do it on their cell phone. There's an app on their cell phone that they're doing their logs on themselves. Unbelievable.
Yeah, well, if you got an Apple phone, iPhone, or Apple product.
Believe it or not, I do that's how I got. You're gonna laugh, but when my e-log was screwing up, I downloaded the app on my phone for my company. As soon as I did that tablet started to work right. But but what was wrong? No, what was wrong with it? And my boss didn't like it. But I said, well, what do you want me to do? That thing, I sent him a video of it on my phone. This thing was going wacko. In the middle of the night, it was trying to log me on the computer. I had like 3 hours of driving left because I had finished my day early. I was in bed and they called me up. How come your list is on duty? The tablet's off, and it was doing it when it was off. And I says, well, so they totally deleted that. You know, they could alter that because, you know, that was listed as on duty. They can't change drive time on an e-log. Right. And I said, well, I'll fix it. And I figured out what it was. What it was the screen protector. The seal between it and the tablet wasn't making contact right. So it had air bubbles in. I took it out of this hard case here. This thing right here. Took it out of this hard case. 2 screws. Slid the unit out. It took that protective seal layer, you know, the cover, the screen protector. Tossed it out, wiped off everything, and it works like a charm. He said, well, but it's going to get scratched now. I said, well, what do you want me to do? The thing was going to make me do a legal violation. So I'm not going to screw up my logs because your machine's a pile of you know what.
And
next thing you know, it's going to put me
CDL, yeah.
Well, no, it won't do that. It was just, it almost put me on driving. Almost put me on driving time when I was in bed.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. You'd have been over on your hours and you'd have got a ticket for it from DOT or safety, whatever y'all call them up there.
Yep. Hey, Drifties, how you doing? Good to see you. But anyway, Brandon's going to be going live here in a little bit, so we're going to be shutting this thing down. And everybody remember,
20 minutes.
If you have extra computers, Daryl needs some watch time, which is 2 ATVs in our live. Go in there and hit that play all button for him. Help him out. Get them watch hours up there, and he would really much appreciate that. And then when you go to work, man, you can really knock it out.
I'm gonna do that when I go to bed.
I've already got two different subscriptions watching right now.
Okay, I'm gonna start 2 of them here myself. So
I'm gonna start a third. I'm gonna start a third as soon as I get off here and go to bed.
Yep. So if anybody can help Daryl out, get them watch hours up. So everybody in the chat, thanks for coming in. Appreciate everybody. And you guys all have a good night. We'll see you. Thanks for coming in.
See you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. my channel.
Yep, Ed, 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
All right, everybody. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later.